Hello guys and welcome back to another 2i King 210 NRL podcast. We're here with another video for the podcast. But before we start this podcast, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel 2i King 210 and please subscribe to our podcast YouTube channel 2i King 210 NRL podcast. Alright, let's get started. Let's go ahead and we're going to start Super Thursday's game. Cowboys and Sea Eagles. Okay. Scott Drinkwater. We're gonna go with the lineup. Scott Drinkwater, Brandon Burns, Jackson Purdue, Charlton Chester, Zach Labert, Jack Clifford, Tom Dearden, Cohen Hess, Sanu Luki, Jason Tamalolo, Helen Luki, Kai O'Donnell, Ruben Cotter. Bench for the Cowboys: Sam McIntyre, Griffin Nemi, Thomas McKaylee, Matthew Lodge, Williami Valet, and Mason Barber. And no Murray Tonlangi and no Reid Marnie. Okay. Tom Trbojevic, Jason Saab, Tom Kohler, Ruben Garrick, Lee Hopperati, Luke Brooks, Jamal Fogarty, Tim Pasika, Brendan Wakeham, Kobe Harrington, Oklawatu, Ben Trbojevic, Jake Trbojevic, bench of the Seagulls, Jake Simpikin, Corey Waddell, Ethan Bullimore, Tom Nico, Nathan Brown, and Clayton Wu. Now, no Paul Bryan, he's out. Alright, Super Friday. It is Raiders, Storm, Dolphins, and Panthers. We're going to go ahead with the Raiders one. Alright, Keanu Weeks, Sebastian Chris, Selma Sangi, Matthew Timoko, Jet Stewart, Ethan Strange, Ethan Sanders, Josh Babalii, Tom Starley, Justin Taffney, Hudson Young, Noah Martin, Corey Hosbro. Bench of the Raiders: Jaden Brayley, Zach Hosky, Atamota, Morgan Smithies, Dan Lauren, Joe Rodney. Falongo, Will Warbrick, Jack Holworth, Nick Meaney, Morena, Cameron Munster, Jerome Hughes, Stefano, Harry Grant, Josh King, Joe Chan, Cooper Clark, Trent Leo. Bench of the Storm: Tom Wishart, Alec McDonald, Jack Harrington, Davey Molly, Sean Bloor, and Hugo Peel. Second game of Super Friday. Hemisoda, Terry Ifido, Jermaine Asako, Jack Arulo, Herbie Farmworth, Silvan Cobo, Cody Nicarima, Isaiah Katoa, Tom Gilbert, Max Platt, Felice Kafusi, Lanu, Kukwalini, Morgan Knowles. Bench for the Dolphins: Bradley Snyder, Thomas Flegger, Ray Stone, Francis Molo, Owen Keeley, and Trey Fuller. The Panthers: Dylan Edwards, Thomas Jenkins, Paul Adamotti, Isaac Tongo, Brian To'o, Blaise Talangi, Nathan Cleary, Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, Lindsay Smith, Isaiah Papali'i, Luke Garner, Isaiah Yote. Bench of the Panthers: Jack Kroger, Scott Sorensen, Colin Guy, Billy Phillips, Sione Fana, and Freddie Lussick. So there's no Kurt Donahue, and Casey McLean and Liam Martin are ruled out with injuries they sustained against the Bulldogs. Alright, Super Saturday: Warriors, Titans, Rabbitohs, Dragons, Tigers, and the Broncos. Okay. Tane, Dallas, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Atuna, Karen Pereira, Chanel Harris-Tavita, Tanea Boyd, James Fisher-Harris, Wade Egan, Jackson Ford, Lecca, Sama, Kurt Capewell, Aaron Clark. Bench for the Warriors: Sam Healy, Nicola, Dementic, Jacob Laban, Luke Henson, and Eddie. At the Titans, it is Keanu Kinney, Folami, Joe Fafita, AJ Brimson, Philip Sami, Lachlan Elias, Jaden Campbell, Curtis Moran, Sam Verrills, Tino for the Army, Armour, Fermor, Chris Randall, bench of the Titans, Oliver, Cooper Byer, Fonyawaker, Adam, Jaden DeGroot, and Zane Harrison. Now, Tana Stowers Smith is out for the Warriors clash, and Karen Pereira is playing against his former club, the Gold Coast Titans, so it should be good. Alright, second game of Super Saturday, Dragons and the Rabbitohs. Alright, we're going to start off with the Dragons lineup. Tyrell Sloan, Christian Tuibolatu, Matt Feeney, Valentine Holmes, Setu 2, Daniel Atkinson, Cole Flanagan, Ure Gula, Damien Cook, Toby Couchman, Luciano Leilua, Jaden Sewer, Hamish Stewart. Bench of the Dragons, Jacob Little, Blake Laurie, Jacob Halgalu, Josh Kerr, Hamasala, and Cade Reed. Rabbitohs lineup, Matt Duffy, Alex Johnston, Latrell Mitchell, Jack Wyden, Campbell Graham, Cody Walker, Jamie Humphries, Tavita Totola, Brendan Smith, Colin Kalomatangi, Lachlan Huppener, Thomas Duncan, Cameron Murray. Bench of the Rabbitohs, Peter, Bronson Garlick, Sean Kepi, Jaden Sullivan, Edward Cossey, and Thomas Fletcher. Now, no David Fita and no Jai Gray. They are out with injuries, and Moses Sully is ruled out against Dragons with a eye socket. He injured his eye socket. Okay, Broncos, Tigers. Last game of Super Saturday. Drew Bullas, Truva, Taylor May, Patrick Herbert, Hamasi, Makasini, Jerome Luai is back at 5'8" for the Tigers from injury. Adam Dewey, Terrell May, Abby Carousel, Vanopol, Samuel Finu, Kyle Pispaul, Alex Twile. Bench of the Tigers is Jock Maiden, Sion Finau, Sione Fainu, Royce Hunt, Alex Safer, Latu Fainu, Luke Latu. Alright, Broncos lineup. Jesse Alphas, Josiah Company, Katani Staggs, Shishim Bisaki, Dave Mariner, Ezra Man, Adam Reynolds, Corey Jensen, Josh Rogers, Payne Haas, Brendan Picker, Jordan Vicky, Xavier Wilson. Bench of the Broncos, Thomas Duffy, Ben Tolte, Jaden Hunt, Jack Drioski, Varsimu, and Hazen Perham. And Jarrell Skelton is out for the Tigers clash. And Broncos have 3 players out: Patrick Carrigan, Blake Moser, and Albix Toa. Alright, moving on. Super Sunday, Roosters, Knights, Bulldogs, and the Eels. James Tedesco, Daniel Tupou, Hugo Savala, Robert Tua, Mark Nitawaze, Daly Sherry Evans, Sam Walker, Nathaniel White, Reece Robson, Lindsay Collins, Angus Crichton, Silla Wrong, Victor Radley. Bench of the Roosters, Connor Watson, Spencer Lenu, Nat Butcher, Celesi, Cody Ramsey, and Tommy Talau. Knights, Fletcher Sharp, Dominic Young, Dane Gagai, Fletcher Hunt, Greg Marju, Sandon Smith, Dylan Brown, Jacob Salfidi, Phoenix Crossland, Trey Mooney, Thomas Cant, Jermaine McEwan, Matt Croker. Bench of the Knights, Harrison Graham, and Cody Hopwood, Francis, Cole McCarthy, and Peter Holler. The Knights have 3 players out. Dylan Lucas is out with injury, so is Tyson Vizell and Wilson de Corsi. So 3 players out for the Knights. Alright, last game of Super Friday, Sunday, Eels and the Bulldogs. Josh Popoli, Brian Kelly, Will Pellicini, Sean Russell, Josh Adekar, Ronald Vockman, Mitchell Moses, Luca, Riley Smith, Junior Polo, Charlie Geimer, Jack Williams, Dylan Walker. Bench for the Eels. Talon, Da Silva, Saxon, Pikey, Jack DeBellin, Tui Brown, and Nava. Bulldogs. Connor Tracy, Jacob Kraz, Tula, Bronson Sherry, Marcelo Montoya, Matt Burden, Lockie Galvin, Samuel Hughes, Bailey Haywood, Leo Thompson, Villian Kickout, Jacob Preston, Jermaine Selman. Bench for the Bulldogs, Kurt Mans, Tupanua, Harry Hines, Jake Turpin, Jonathan Sewer, and Lipai Hopai. The Eels are dealt with another blow with another 3 players injured. Kamatalangi, Katonga, and Sam Tavani, and Jeffo Winakama and Max King are ruled out for the Bulldogs. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and decide who we're going to tip here for round 7. Alright, Super Thursday, Cowboys and Manly Sea Eagles. Now this one's going to be tough, but with this one, I'm going to go ahead and tip the Cowboys here over the Sea Eagles. Super Friday, Raiders, Storm, Dolphins, and the Panthers. With this one, I'm going to tip the Melbourne Storm. I have a good feeling that the Melbourne Storm will bounce back from their losses and they'll get the job done against the Raiders. Dolphins, Panthers in Darwin at TIO Stadium in Darwin. This one should be a good match, but I'm going to go with the Panthers here for this one. I'm going to go with the Panthers here. I feel like the Panthers will bounce back after their loss against the Bulldogs in last round. So I'm going with the Panthers here over the Dolphins. Super Saturday, Warriors, Titans. This one should be good, but with this on, I'm going to tip the Warriors because the Warriors are just too strong when they're playing at home, and they will put at least 30 or 40 on you. They did it to the Roosters. So with this one, I'm going to tip the Warriors here over the Gold Coast Titans. Boy, second game Super Saturday. Dragons and Rabbitohs. Yeah, the Dragons are not starting this season off well. They've had a bad start to this season and 6 straight losses, no wins for them. But with this one, I'm going to back the Dragons here over the Rabbitohs. Tigers and Broncos, the last game of Super Saturday. This should be an interesting match to watch. The West Tigers absolutely beat the Knights 42-22. The West Tigers are having a good game. They're sitting second on the ladder, and they're all equal now with 10 points with the Panthers. So with this one, I'm going to tip the West Tigers here over the Broncos. Alright, Super Sunday, Roosters, Knights, Eels, and the Bulldogs. We've seen what happened in the Knights last round, and the Roosters absolutely beat the Sharks. So with this one, I'm going to be tipping the Roosters here over the Knights. Last game of Super Sunday, Eels and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs had an amazing game over the Panthers, and the Eels, on the other hand, have been dealing with blows with players getting injured, and they were embarrassed by the Titans at home last round, and it was just disappointing for the Eels. So with this one, I'm going to be tipping the Bulldogs here over the Eels, and the Sharks have the bye of this round. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this NRL TI King podcast. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, TI King 210, and please make sure you subscribe to our podcast YouTube channel, TI King 210 NRL podcast, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday, 4 o'clock. Peace and yeet!